Hi and welcome to this video. In this video, I'll walk you through the installation process for TypeScript. It's really simple. The only thing that we need is Node.js. Since you're coming from the world of JavaScript, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Node.js and that you already have it installed on your machine. And even if you're not familiar, it's not really the topic of our tutorial series. This tutorial series, even though I will provide a tutorial series for Node.js as well. Node.js is a runtime engine for JavaScript, and we need it mostly for front-end stuff. We needed to install packages like Typescript. So to be able to install Node.js, you need to go to nodejs.org, and from there you can either get the LTS or the current version. I have already installed the current version. The installation process is fairly simple. It's just a series of nexts and clicks, and that's it. So after you have installed Node.js, go ahead, create a folder. I've already created a folder, ts-beginners, and this folder will contain all of the source code for this specific tutorial series, and you're going to have access to it down in the description of this video. All right, in here what we're going to do is we're going to open up a new terminal. You can open it up from the menu bar, new terminal, or what you can do is, let me just kill these terminals. What you can do is you can just do control backtick. This is going to open up a new terminal as well. Now, since I've already installed TypeScript, I'm going to uninstall it first, and then I'm going to install it. It doesn't really matter, just so you can see how this works. But before doing that, let's go ahead and let's check if we have installed Node correctly. And for that, you're going to do node-v, which is the current version. Okay, so Node has been installed correctly. And then we're going to do npm uninstall-d Typescript. Now, since I've installed TypeScript globally, I'm going to uninstall it globally. Let's clear the window. Now, there are two ways of installing TypeScript through npm. One, you can install it locally. Second, you can install it globally. The difference is that since you are a complete beginner, I assume you're a complete beginner and you have no prior experience or exposure to TypeScript, you just want to install it globally, just get it out of the way to be able to get started with understanding types and type safety and all of that, all of those cool features of TypeScript. And you don't really care if TypeScript is installed locally for a specific project. You don't have a project, you're just learning. So this learning is your project. That's why we're going to install it globally, but you could install it locally as well. But for beginners, I suggest just installing it globally and getting it out of the way. TypeScript. I don't think it's going to even take a second. So it took 647 milliseconds. Cool. TypeScript has been installed. We need to check and make sure TypeScript has been installed correctly. tsc-v, just type it, hit enter. And the current TypeScript version is 5.3.3. Now, if you're watching this on a Windows, sometimes tsc command doesn't work. And what you're going to do is just change your integrated terminal from PowerShell to, first you need to go to Microsoft Store. Well, I have to tell you this first. So in here, just search for PowerShell. PowerShell, and make sure you install this version right here. Install this PowerShell. After you've installed this one, you can just do an F1 on your machine and write terminal. And from there, what you're going to do is you can say default, select default profile, and it is going to show you some options. Now, in Windows PowerShell, for some reason, this tsc-v command doesn't work. So what you're going to do is you can just move with arrow keys. Just select the PowerShell, not the Windows PowerShell, just this PowerShell. This is the PowerShell that you just installed. So if you select this one, I just selected that again. I'm going to kill this terminal. I'm going to open up a new one, and you're going to see it says PWSH. It shouldn't say that Windows PowerShell. It's not currently here, and you can see it says PowerShell default. It shouldn't say Windows PowerShell. So in this PowerShell, you can get all the features, and I think that's it for this video. So see you in the next one.